Hi, my name's Layla Geck.
Welcome to Cool People. This is a series where I get to sit down with some incredible people who truly inspire me by doing great things in the community or their industry. The people that I just say, wow, they're a really cool person. And this is absolutely an excuse to just platform some incredible people in our communities. There are some really, really great chats. And for episode 1, I'm kicking things off with someone who I met through my work at the Northern Pride. I do content for the Rugby League Club, and this lady, she has been in the football system for so long, absolutely busting her ass, and she has been smashing it. So this year, not only did she debut in the first ever BMD squad, which is the Opens Ladies League, she also was named Under-19s Player of the Year for the state. So really incredible person as well. So mix all that in and she's definitely a cool person. So I really hope you enjoy this chat. Cheers. Tell me who the hell you are. Where are you from? Where you grew up? And your family. Tell me.
Okay.
Give me the elevator pitch of who you are.
So, I'm Layla. I've spent basically all my life up here in Far North Queensland. I live in Kuranda, grew up there. I live on a property about 15 minutes outside of Kuranda with my family. I'm one of 4. So me, my 3 younger siblings, my mum and dad and my pop all live there on about 6 acres. So horses, we had pigs, chickens, you name it, they're there. So I'm one of 4, the oldest. There's 2 younger brothers and 1 little sister. Gracie's 6, so she is my little mini-me to a T, like it's crazy. And the 2 middle boys, 12 and 11. JJ goes to school at Holy Cross, so just down the road. Chase is 12. He's non-verbal and has epilepsy and low muscle tone, but he is our special little boy and everything we do is for him. Mum and dad, my biggest supporters ever, like back me in everything I do. I'd be lost without them. I'm so very grateful for them. And they're just like some of the best human beings. I've got a pretty big family outside of that too. My mum and grandpa just live down the road from us. I'm with them all the time. My nan lives up just down the road from us, and I've got cousins everywhere. But my family means the world to me, so I guess that would sum it up.
Yeah, nice. Big family. Big family.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I was doing my background research, learning all about you. I've known you for about a year. Probably we may have crossed paths, I think, the previous year through the Pride.
Mm-hmm.
But you have such a strong history in rugby league. Like you've done so much from such a young age. Like it's crazy. When I go through the list, you've been representing the peninsula from 12s to 18s. You've captained those teams. You've won the Ron Whittle medal in 2018. You're in the Queensland Murray side under 18s. You've been in the Foley Shield twice. You've been in the Northern Pride Harvey Norman squad since 2023. You made your BMD debut this year. And then you took away the under-19s Harvey Norman Player of the Year this year, which is just, that is such a long list of achievements. It's just crazy to have someone that's from the north to succeed at that level already. You know, especially debuting in the first ever BMD squad for the Northern Pride is, that's a huge step. That's literally the next rung up as NRL. So that's huge. It's unbelievable. So all of that, right? You've been working so hard. You have continually played extremely well. And then to get to the state level, first BMD squad, you get to debut and you get recognised as the under-19s Harvey Norman Player of the Year. How does that feel?
I think the only word is incredible, and I think really, really grateful for the journey I've had, the ups and downs that came with it. It wasn't easy, but I'm really proud of where I am and blessed to be in the space that I am now. I guess when I won Under-19s Player of the Year, I made it really clear that that wasn't a win for me, it was a win for everyone, especially for rugby league up north and all the young girls that sit underneath me, all the people that helped me get where I am, my family, the club, Northern Pride, all the teams I played for over the last however many years. I think it's a testament to the hard work and the progress that's going on up here. I wore it on my chest that night, but I think it was a huge step and a huge congratulations to women's footy up north and how much it's growing.
Yeah, I think also you should obviously take it on board that that's you. Like, the fact that not only have you been playing and at a high level for so long, but again, to crack into BMD at a state level, like, and to take home, the under-19s Player of the Year. You're not in Brisbane. You haven't been in Brisbane pathways. You haven't been, we're in Cairns. It's known to be a smaller place. I think it's a massive thing for you that you've played so well this year and you've had a big impact. And I think there's a lot of people looking at you going, holy shit, like, look at her go. That is, I think you should be really, really proud of that. Like, it's unbelievable. Like, let alone just debuting as BMD, but the fact that you got under 19s Player of the Year is wild. So, congrats.
It's pretty cool. Thank you.
So, going through your history, like how long you've been playing, it seems like you've absolutely loved the game. Like, and you must, because you've been playing it for so long. But I found out that you were actually asked to train alongside the Northern Pride before you could even play for the Northern Pride. Like, what was going through your brain? Like, why? Like, that's just such an opportunity. But also, like, how do you deal with that? One, that's a huge step up for you to go train at that level. But also, how do you find that dedication to travel, like, and to have your family support you through that? Like, what was going through your mind, and like, how was that?
I think, like you touched on before, being in Cairns, opportunities are slim. And so when I got the opportunity to just train along the Pride, knowing that I probably wouldn't be able to get my clearance to play that next year, I just grabbed it with 2 hands. I was just so happy to be in an environment with a team. I went from training by myself for carnival footy that comes around every now and again to being in a group of girls that wanted to play the game, wanted to be there, coaches that wanted to support you through it. I was just really privileged to be there. And so I think, like, coming from not having a lot to getting those little tasters, like, I was just like, I'll take anything I can get. And I think that's why I'm so dedicated now and so proud and passionate and just grateful for every opportunity I get, is because at one point there wasn't a lot. And so I think now that I can have these opportunities, or I get to have these opportunities, and I get to continue to pave a way and to bring light to Far North Queensland Rugby League, is so that those girls didn't have to sit there at 12 years old and play with the boys or not play footy for 2 years because there was nothing, and they get those opportunities from when they want to play rugby league, not when they can. So I think that's really important. I think that's why I just try and do as much as I can and do what I do, I suppose.
It just is truly impressive to see that, we just went through the list of things that you were either a part of or were awarded during this period. So you're playing local league, training at that level, plus representative footy, and then toss in state level footy that you can't even play for. Like, I mean, my time around the Northern Pride, even just understanding what playing in that squad is, training 6 times a week plus an away game. But you're going 3 levels deep there, and that level of commitment and just putting your body through that much is just, it's impressive. I mean, me as a teenager, I was a little shit, and there's no way I had that dedication, right? And as soon as I turned 18, it was on the beers.
We're on.
It was awful. I blew out. So to see that, you have so much football and still stay dedicated and still speak so well and positive about it, it just blows me away. It's just, to see your passion. Like, you have to care for it. Like, if you don't care for that, you're burnt out. Like, that's so much fitness, that's so much commitment, so much travel for you, and your family. Like, it's just, that just, it's, bloody impressive.
I try.
I'm getting caught up already. But touching on the passion part and like how you care so much, I heard a story about you where you travelled with the Northern Pride to Weipa. Now, I grew up in Weipa. I played footy in Weipa. Football meant so much to me up there, and I know how much football means to that community now. It continues to be such a big part of up there. And so you during that time you're up there, you're sort of working around the community before the country round. You're interacting with all the, not only Weipa, but all the other communities around the Cape. And the story is that you came back from travelling to Arakoon. You spent some time in the community there around some kids and that. I've actually seen the footage. And you were asked, how was that? What did that mean anything to you effectively? And what was told to me is that it was actually quite hard for you to sort of put that into words, and you got quite emotional.
I am now just listening to you talk about it.
Tell me, like, I guess I have a connection to it because I'm from there, but I want to know, like, why do you care that much? To put it in the plainest terms, tell me about how that means, how that has so much weight. Run me through, like, how do you get to that point, and how do you, like, what was going through your head? Like, please.
I think I still struggle to talk about it and to try and explain how that day and those days made me feel. I think I've been able to get better at it over the last couple of years, but I think it was eye-opening, and I knew how much I loved rugby league and how much it affected my life, how it saved my life, but I didn't realise how big of an effect it had on everyone. And I think when we went to Weipa, we went into the community surrounding Weipa, rugby league is so loved, and the effects it has on everyone is just insane. We went into communities where no one knew us, but they saw our logo or they saw the bag of footies and their faces would just light up. The sport of rugby league is just so much more than just a game played in a white field. It brings people so much joy. It gives them goals and aspirations. And I think those days we spent there, and the kids that I met there, and seeing how much joy just us being there or us talking to them or chucking the footy around with them brought, and seeing like that there is nothing there and they've got nothing but a footy in it, how much it meant to them. And I feel like I really resonated with the kids there because we shared the love for rugby league, and just seeing the impact we had in such a small amount of time on people we've never met, on communities we've never been to, all because we share the same love. The game is so much bigger than just a sport or a footy and a white line. It means so much more to not only myself but lots of other people too. And I think being able to share that is really special.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to see. I think I've seen little bits of that with Country Round last year up at Cooktown. That was a really cool experience to be a part of. And even this year at Yarrabah, just seeing the whole community come out, and everyone's there. Everyone's there for football. Hey? Like that's how it is. That's what it's on, and everyone's having a great time. I think everything else goes away. Everything else doesn't matter. Just football and family and having a good time.
That's what it's all about.
So, I mean, you kind of just threw away a comment there that I'm going to probably peel back a little bit about the game and how much it means to you, and that you mentioned that it saved you. What do you mean? Like, I guess, how does this sport do something like that?
I think since I was little, rugby league was a big part of my life. My dad played, all my uncles played. I was around the game for a long time. And when I started playing rugby league, and I just fell in love. And I think, like we touched on it before, like just being so involved and just wanting to be so involved. When rugby league got taken away from me, when I broke my leg, and I was bedridden and in pain all the time, and it was a real yuck and traumatic experience, and all I wanted to do was come back to footy. And I think when I didn't have it, I felt like I lost a sense of myself, and I felt like I was in a place I didn't want to be, and it was sad. And I think Mum and Dad recognised that, and Auntie Flo, my coach of the Pride at the time, recognised that and just said, you need to get back to the game. And I crutched my way into training one day and just sat on the sideline, and I just felt so much better. And I was like, this is where I need to be. This is where I want to be. This is like I felt so much better. And I think if I didn't just go out there and sit on that bench and just watch my girls train and be around the smell of footies and the smell of grass, then I don't know where I would be. And I don't know if I would be sitting here with you or if I'd be the person I am today. So that's why I think it's like my determination now and my resilience to things that happen to me now and how committed I am is because I know what it's like to lose it and I know what it's like to not have it, and it's not nice, and I don't want to ever lose rugby league again because of it. It means so much to me, and it made the person and makes the person I am today.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Thank you. I guess we've spoken about now what you've been through, your achievements, what the game means to you. I guess that's the league as a whole, but as you and I and many other people are aware, the league has changed recently, right? So we're finally at a point where women's rugby league exists, from juniors all the way to NRL.
Yeah.
It's known as the pathway. It's finally there. You know, me as a bloke, I've had it all the time. I take it for granted. You know, little boys have been able to get all the way to the NRL for years. That's where it started.
Yeah.
But finally we're at a point, it's crazy it took that long, but finally we're at a point where young girls can start playing and just see that, yeah, the NRL's there. NRLW is right there. It's unbelievable footy, you know, with the Northern Pride bringing the BMD squad into the mix. So Cairns now has that state level.
Yeah.
What has it been like, I guess, you seeing these changes? Like, you've been in the midst of it from when it didn't exist to now when it exists. What have been some of the challenges you've seen through that? Like, I'm guaranteed, like, I don't have any insight on this, but I can almost guarantee it hasn't been smooth sailing. So
Yeah.
what are the challenges have you seen through those sort of shifts? And yeah, how does it feel to be a part of that?
Yeah, I think obviously there's women out there that have played the sport for a bit longer than me that have had it probably harder than me. But my journey hasn't been easy. Girls my same age it hasn't been easy. I think boys don't quite understand that what they have and what is so easy and so accepted and so like they've got on a platter for them. And females and women in lots of sports never did, especially rugby league. And I think we've done it the hard way from when we were little. You know, lots of us had to play through the boys till the point where we couldn't, till there was nothing. I don't know many blokes that could go 2 years without playing rugby league and still have the love and desire 2 years later to keep doing it.
They would drop off, change sports.
But we stuck it out. And I think up here, there's not many of us that did it, but the ones that did are still here, are still playing rugby league, still got the same love we did when we were 12 years old. And just seeing now that there's a pathway from when you can play when you're 6 years old, all the way through. There's not a gap anymore. You don't have to play with boys anymore. All the way to the NRLW. I'm just really, really honoured that I could be a part of it and pave the way, because I wouldn't want anyone, don't want the girls younger than me having to do what I had to do and what some of my mates had to do and what the likes of Jenny Sue had to do and Kimmy Hunt. I think it's so incredible to see that the boys and the girls are here, the women and the men's are here. It's the exact same. We've got all the same opportunities. If there was ever a time for girls rugby league to go off and to girls to join in, it'd be now. It's there, and it's not just there and it's there. It's there and it's in your face, and it's happening, and it's so exciting.
Oh, the community support behind it, witnessing
Incredible.
The BMD first home game was unbelievable. Like the town turned up. It
Yeah.
turned up at every game. Like, it was just
So incredible.
And some of the loudest crowds this year were from the BMD, crowd just going off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool to see the community get behind it too, because sometimes you see, whether it's women's sports launching or just in general, like a new sport launching somewhere,
Yeah.
it can be a slow uptake, but I think the community just took it with open arms and just went, yeah, we're on. Like, let's
do it.
go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Like, look at in the middle of the season where you had, took, we didn't bring this up, but you took home a grand final
Yeah.
in the local league. How many people came out to watch all the grand finals of each age group of the women's football? It was
It was
just,
an awesome day.
it was amazing.
Yeah.
And last year, same thing. It was incredible. That was pre-BMD, but it was still a huge turnout. It was one of the biggest days of the year. So
Yeah.
I think locally there's such a big drive for women's rugby league.
100%,
and
yeah.
it's cool to see. And now that not only that BMD has been so successful this year, you know, making the finals, but also so successful in integrating local players like yourself.
Yeah.
It just allows that it's not unattainable. Unattainable. Is that right? Yeah. Where, you know, your teenage girl can be like, man, BMD's killing it the first year in. Like, let's go.
It's
This is
inspiring.
where I want to be.
Yeah.
You know, you've obviously got the pathway squad, so you're talking players that are in the under 17s that can just see it. It's in, you know, grasping distance.
Grab it. Yeah.
It's just there. Which, I mean, again, just to circle back, is unbelievable that you didn't have any of that and that you still stuck it out, and here we are. We're finally here. Like,
It's pretty full circle. It
Yeah.
really is. And I think, like, seeing and being able to go and see those little girls that were once my age and had the love footy that I did then, and just making sure that they know that they can do that. It's there. That pathway's right there. And it's all for theirs to just take now. It's so cool.
Yeah, it's been cool to watch. It's been really cool to watch.
It's been cool to be a part of.
So we'll come back to that, but I do want to ask one question around you on the field. So I spoke to a fair few people, actually. I even spoke to your coach up at Atherton.
No, anyone but him.
No. Everyone spoke of you so highly,
I'm
which
glad.
I know you, so, you know, I agree. But, you know, everyone said that you were one of the most polite. Some of the, like, terms that came up, most polite, would do anything for anyone, super respectful, you know, committed. Every nice thing that someone could say, they said it about you. Every person I spoke to. But they all said, as soon as you step across that white line on the field, that's all out the window. It's on. You got the dog in you.
Uh-huh.
So how do you balance those personalities? Like, how do you be such an amazing person, and then when you're on the field, not saying you're not an amazing person on the field, obviously you are, but the personality switch of like, oh, I'm gonna smash someone.
Yeah.
Like, let's go.
I think it's a competitiveness in me. I think I've had it since I was little, and I just want to win. I'm the biggest competitor. I think lots of people tell you the same thing. I just want to win. I want to do one better than the person standing across from me, and I think that just comes from, just wanting to be better. And so I do change into a little bit of a different person when I cross the white line.
I don't want to face you. Some of the report card I got back about you being on the field is like, I wouldn't mess with her at all. And I was like, all right, fair play.
No, there's way scary people than me. But no, I think, just wanting to be the best, wanting to win, it does bring out a different side of you, which is good.
Are you able to switch that off when you come off, though? Like, say if you come from a loss, like, I know I always struggled. I was a bit of a sore loser, to be honest. But, you know, you come off the field and you're all amped up. Are you able to, does it take a little bit to wind down, or are you good when you're off and you're just like, all right, let's go again?
No, I think I never want to lose. So I'm not a sore loser, but I take it personally. And I think because I am just such a competitor that it's, all right, so I don't want to feel that feeling again. How do we go again? How do we do it right next time? So I think probably takes me a little bit to get over it, but then what's the next job? How do I do it better? How do I be better? How do I win next week? Because I don't want to lose again.
Yeah, okay, all right. With how much you've trained, how much you've travelled, how much time and effort goes into football, which I don't think enough people understand when you play at state level. You train 3 times a week in the afternoons, if you're playing that weekend. You also train 3 times a week in the morning.
2 usually.
Two times. So
yeah.
5 times a week you're training. And then for whatever reason, you might have to go train local league as well. And then you got to go play football.
Yep.
And then sometimes you might travel for the Queensland, the state level, but then you might not get a run, but you need to play that weekend. So then you need to get off that plane and go play local league.
Yeah.
Or you might even get the call up where you train local league and you get the call up to come up. Like, I don't think people
Hard.
understand
balance.
how much time goes, and you work a full-time job. Like,
Yeah.
that's the other thing, is people don't understand, especially in the ladies league, like, not only full-time job, family, like, it's just,
Yeah.
yeah. So with that, how the hell do you balance it? How do you even know people? How do you have friendships? Like,
Oh,
how do you balance that with living up the hill, with that travel, spending time with your family, because you have such a close connected family? How do you find that balance? Like, what do you do to make sure that you still are committed to footy, but how do you spend time? Like, how do you get your time?
I think it's really hard, and I think I struggled most definitely this year with, I think the travel was the worst bit, and I was going up to Athens for local league. I ended up training almost every day of the week, plus my 2 mornings a week, plus working 9 to 5 a week, plus still trying to be a big sister and the big sister I want to be and the daughter I want to be, and being present in every aspect of my life, football, with my family, with my friends, at my work. Like, it's definitely a struggle, and I think I definitely got better at it towards the end. But I think the main factor, and I don't know if I could have got through the season as well as I did if I didn't have my family there supporting me, because I definitely picked up the pieces when I couldn't and tied up the loose ends when I couldn't. So I'm very, very grateful for them, and I don't know if the balance was quite there, and it was a bit doing these ones sometimes, but I just gave my best, I suppose, and just tried to give 100% wherever I could. And yeah, I'm just very grateful that my family understand what it's like to be a semi-professional athlete, working full time, trying to be a good friend, trying to be a good sister, and like supported me through that. And I'm glad that I have great friends and girls in the team that are going through the exact same thing that I can lean on, and coaches that have been there and done that, because it's not easy. And I think sometimes people think it is, and that you just rock up and play the sport, but there's so much more than that. And yeah, so I'm just very grateful for the people in my circle that acknowledged what was going on and just helped me through it, because I wouldn't have been able to get through playing back-to-back seasons and everything like I did. So I'm very grateful for them.
It's crazy. I don't know how you find the balance.
It's like I said, it's a bit rocky.
Reflecting on where you are, where you've come from, all the hard work you've put in, the league changing, the pathways there, you being a part of that pathway, getting the opportunity to see that pathway, and then effectively knocking on the next step. I think it'd be good to chat about some of the advice you might give to a young girl that's aspiring to play league. I think it's always easy just to say, put in the hard work, but it's a very dude thing to say, I think. I think that's very male orientated, because, it's not the same. Straight up, it's not the same. And I think what young ladies go through socially and just in general is it's a completely different experience. And then we're playing, such a male-dominated sport. There's so many different moving pieces of that that I will never understand. So I'm hoping that you could probably give me a bit of insight so I can understand and respect that. But also I think hopefully if there is some young girl watching this, they can take some notes, because I think it's important that the experience that you and the team have had to I don't know, talk about some of the things that you would, that might help someone, some of the struggles you've had, and some advice to give them that helping hand. So then they come in prepared, they know what to go through.
Yeah.
Is there anything like that you think that would be like really specific to, I guess, a young girl that's looking to come through?
I think knowing that it's not going to be easy, and knowing that, we play a male-dominated sport. There's people there that now that are just for women's sport and are here for it, and the people that are supporting it. There's going to be people that don't. There's going to be people that don't get it, and there's going to be people that aren't going to support you to do it. But if you're committed, you want to do it, you find your circle that will help you get it, you'll be there. And it's not going to be easy, and there's going to be times where you feel like you're not going to get there, or you feel like you're missing out on things with your friends or whatever it might be, or being in high school and feeling like you're the one left out because you're choosing to prioritise your sport over doing kid things or whatever it might be. But find your people, find your support circle, because you'll need them and they're going to be the ones that will get you there. So as long as you know what you want, you know that you've got the people there that are going to help you get what you want, you'll do it. And don't listen to what anyone else says. Because if you know you're going to do it, you'll do it.
Yeah, I think that's like, I can probably see like kids are awful as in to each other, and being such a new pathway, it might not be regarded or taken seriously by people. I mean, in general, all sport can be seen that way,
Yeah.
but I guess I think it's another layer on women's sport. I could see some of the battles that you might get through your commitment, like, oh, I'm not coming out on the beers.
Yeah.
I'm not going to the movies, or I'm not hanging out with you. Like, I've got training, or I've got to go to gym, you know, and then sort of getting that blowback of like, oh, it's only women's football, or ladies, like it's girls footy, like who cares? I think I could see the struggles that someone might have in that sense.
Yeah, I know I definitely did. I know that it took me a while to find my circle fully and the people that understand what is going on. I think it can be taken as like, you don't need to go to training, or just miss it this time, or it's not that important.
It's only one, who cares? Yeah, catch up.
But it's not.
Yeah.
And when you try and explain that to people, if they're not in that same headspace or they don't see where you're coming from, it does get taken the wrong way, and it's hard, and you find that you probably will lose friends, and people might have different opinions on what you're doing. But like I said, as long as you know what you're doing it for, and the important people know what you're doing it for, then the rest don't really matter.
Yeah.
And it's a hard pill to swallow, and it does take a while, but once you're there, you'll find the people in that same circle as you, and then you're fine.
So, do you understand why I think you're a cool person now?
Maybe.
In the last 35 minutes, I don't know what I'll chop that down to, but I guess knowing, like, at the start of the year, when the Pride entered the BMD squad into the competition, you know, I met the squad effectively. I met the fringe Cowboys players, I met the local league players, and I met the core playing group. And you've always been incredibly nice. All the feedback I ever hear about you is just like, you're the nicest person ever. I see you on the field and you're a menace. Or you're a fucking menace. Like, Jesus Christ. I actually have footage. I should be able to dig it up. But there is footage of me going, holy shit. Like you smacking someone, or like, like I'm quite verbal on the side while I'm filming by myself. But just watching you come through and then seeing you be a part of the community staff, reflecting on the Weeper stuff, which really connected with me, like how much you cared and being a part of that. Last night, were you at the school? Like,
Yeah,
I'm prepping for this. It is a photo of you at the school with some young girl. What award was it?
She made the Queensland team.
Yeah,
One of the only one from her school, yeah.
Unbelievable. Like,
she's actually the coolest person, actually. We need to get her on here. She
See,
is pretty cool. She's going to go so far.
This is all why I knew this series had to have you, because that is sick. Someone who's from the north, not even the city, from up the hill, who has busted their ass playing footy. They have been a part of the Northern Pride system before they could play. They've represented the state, the north, everything. And then to get under 19s player of the year in the state is just fucking unbelievable. And that inspires me. Like, that's cool. I think I'm very lucky that I've been a part around the BNB squad. There are a lot of people in the squad that I think are incredibly inspiring and doing some pretty cool stuff. But I think your journey has really stuck out, because that's a lot of work. That is a lot of work. It's a lot of travel. It's just like your family are so far behind you. I remember watching the debut video of your parents reacting, and like, I don't know if a father has ever reacted in the way of like, yeah, I fucking told you. Like, it wasn't like,
That's
congrats.
so dad,
Like,
hey?
how good? He's just like, I told you. He's like 100% behind you. Like, he just, yeah, whatever. Then we knew that was coming. Like, to see both parents just get so pumped and you get emotional. That was such a cool piece to just see. And yeah, I think that stuff is just so cool to see. And I think you're a cool person. You're a cool person. You're inspiring. And I'm pumped to see you play footy next year.
Bring it on.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing where you go with football, because you're barely starting. Like, Jesus Christ.
Pretty cool, hey?
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
I'm pretty excited.
And again, another reason why it's called Cool People, because it's all I say is that people are cool people.
And hosted by the coolest person.
No, not me. Thank you for sitting with me. I appreciate it.
This is so good.
I think hopefully the right people see this, and yeah, I think some young people can take away and go, footy can be more than just
I really hope so.
big shots and try time. It's
I really hope so.
It's a community. It's a family. The Pride do function as a family. Everyone's so tight knit. People are making dinners for each other, and they're
my circle.
backing each other up, and
yeah,
it's pretty cool. I'm very privileged to be a part of it. I'm very privileged to know you, and so thank you for having.
Thank you for having me on. Oh, this is so good.
We're done.
That was so cool.
Come here, give me a hug.
And I didn't actually cry.
Yeah, you know what, me.
Oh gosh.
Thanks for watching that. If you do have someone who you think is a really cool person, someone who's doing some great things in your community, please reach out, submit them. I would love to meet more cool people. If you want to support the series, please like, comment, subscribe, share on social media, get amongst it. There's no money behind this. This is purely just about platforming incredible people. So all the support on social media helps make this thing real, and hopefully we get to platform even more incredible people. Cheers.